Hello. Face enabled, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if we're actually going to get any birdies today. Just one was here a second ago. I think just checking out, see what it was about. Got the buzzard up in there, which is cool. So that's nice. Just need something to photograph. I didn't really want to go too far because I know what the sun looks like. It suddenly just goes, but then there's so much light here because where we are, we're quite high up, so you've got a lot of sky, a lot of distance between things. So just waiting for the birdies to come. But I haven't fed them for a few days, so it'll probably take them a while to realise that it's back. Problem is the starlings have appeared, and they are notorious. But, which is quite funny, the lens is cleared now. I think it just needed a bit of sunshine. Oh, we got a bird. Oh, he just came in. Magpies come down and clear them off in the morning. It's quite funny. They're all across the lawn, like 20 or 30 of them, digging for worms and stuff like that. And then suddenly couple of magpies, or a away magpie comes flying in and lands in front of them. They all bugger off. It's quite amusing. We need something to shoot. I need a haircut as well. Just need, interesting things to photograph, which is always nice. Just need those birdies to come back. Yeah, so back to the... Have you lost me? Hello? Am I there? Did it? It's lost me completely. Totally lost me. Apparently that's... Detecting a face. There we go. Oh, there we go. It's found me. Yeah, the 200-600 on the Sonys. So obviously I've got it on the A6700 for the minute. Just thought I'll come out and use it because I haven't used it for a while. Fantastic kit, really. So you've got an f6.3 lens, internal zoom. Obviously it can't change the size, and obviously you can take this off and makes it a little bit shorter. It's still not a particularly big lens, but you can't make it any smaller due to its internal zooming. The 100 or 400 GMOS is fantastic as well, and it is quite smaller, lighter, but obviously I haven't got the range. It's slightly faster on the f-stop, roughly the same sharpness, not much in it. But Canon now do the 200 to 800 f6.3 to f9. So I'm just listening for planes. It's roughly the size of this, I'd imagine. I've never seen one. Just watching for birds. And it's 2,300 quid. This was 1,600 quid, or just under. So this is a bargain. This is a fantastic sharp lens, fast focusing. It does the job very, very well. Unless you really want to spend many pounds on the 600 f4, for example. But then again, you do have some limitations on that because you can't zoom in and out. You have to move in and out. So usability on this is higher than a 600 f4 in some respects. But obviously the 600 f4 is going to be sharper, much higher quality glass, and less moving parts and whatever. But it's a lot bigger as well. The 200 to 800 lens from Canon. I don't think Sony will make one similar. They may make one of these with an internal converter, like a 1.4 times converter or something, maybe, not sure, a newer version of this, but I think they will still keep it as an f6.3, 200 or 600. Just works really nicely. An extra 200mm is doable by using a crop sensor camera, or using the A1 and cropping in later, you know, for example. So yeah, the main benefits obviously of the Sony here is internal zoom, much faster zooming. It's fantastic compared to like the 100 or 400 G Master, which is a push and pull system. The Canon though, as good as it probably is, you're still limited on that f-stop at 800 at f9, so it's got to be a really bright day, brighter than it is now really, to make the benefit from it. For example, if I use the side of the stables there as a guide, so if I was to go f9 at ISO 100, and I'm going to need at least, if it's a moving bird for example, 2,000th of a second, my shot's going to look like that. But I'm going to need, reality is ISO 500, which isn't really a problem. But if I want to go more than that, like 3200, I'm really going to need 1000 ISO, and that's on quite a bright day. So it's going to work on a day like today, and it's probably fine. But you are still limited. Where I can shoot with f6.3, obviously slightly shallower depth of field, I can bring my ISO back down to 100. Now the sun's gone in. But I can still shoot at 2,000th of a second at a low ISO, which is obviously going to give me the best quality, best colours and everything like that. So there are benefits of having a faster lens, and obviously your shallower depth of field naturally. To have 800mm, I use this, the A6700. So if I want a little bit more range as a working tool, I'll use the A6700. That's one of the reasons why I bought a crop sensor camera, as well as owning the A1 as well, which is obviously full frame. So it's a true 200 to 600 on the A1, but now it's a 300 to 900 equivalent on the A6700. Can I get the birdies though? This is the question. Got one sitting there, the other side of the bushes. Where is he? There. It's finding them. Oh, he's closer. Oh, nice. No, he's on the feeder. He's gone for the peanuts. Yeah, he's gone for the peanuts, which I'm not very far away from. There we go. And that's the reason why I love the 200 600 in real world terms, because you can zoom in like that, literally. It's such a, oh, lost him. There we go. He's loving the peanuts. And he's only 10-12 feet away from me, which is nice. It's steamed up again. Soft focus mode. Let's get it back in the sun again. I think it's just where the temperature's bizarre. Yeah, so I think benefits wise of that 200-800 just gives other people, you know, with that want big zooms, that option. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of money for a lens that is a little bit limited in the f-stop. because you do need it on a bright day, end of the day, in reality. Obviously we can push the ISOs up. It's going to be very good for moon photos and things like that, obviously. But even if you put it on a crop sensor camera, that's going to be 300 to 1200. So again, that's going to be mad. And I'm just shooting a little blue tit or whatever, and got some quite good shots of it easily with this at sort of 900 equivalent. But problem is, the more magnification you've got, the more your images will shake around because you've got more movement, it's more exaggerated. So that's one of the other downsides of having a lens that is way too zoomed in. You'll see it on the footage of the buzzard flying around. When I zoomed in, I'm sort of trying to stay with it, but I'm getting sort of moved around and you're trying to compensate and everything. It doesn't matter how good the stabilisation is, it's still going to cause you a little bit of drama. So yeah, that buzzard's up there now. Hovering away to himself. So yeah, off he goes. Yeah, so if you're a Canon user, go for it. If that's the kind of lens you need and want, but I just don't think Sony's going to make one. It just doesn't really make sense in my book. But all the camera companies are different. You've only got to look at the way Nikon's working now and building certain things for their clients, and then you've got Sony building stuff for us, you know, and then Canon doing their thing as well. So they're all a bit different, which is kind of nice because it gives you everyone getting something slightly different. But then you've got the problem with people moaning. They're going, oh, why have Canon have done this but Sony haven't done that? And it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. All the cameras are they're great. You've just got to learn how to use the kit properly to get the techniques right, you know. And that'd be a robin then. Where is he? I think it's a robin. Can hear chirping, but can't see him. Buzzed around by something. Can we get him? That's the question. But where is he? I think that was maybe a blackbird as well. But anyway, it's so nice to have a bit of sunshine, which is making the Pocket 3 steam up, which is nice. 2024 though, I mean, what is anybody going to buy anything this year? I'm really just waiting for the Mark V if it ever comes out. I don't really need any, and now I've kind of got used to doing the work I'm doing. So now I'm doing a mixture of studio stuff, out on location with wildlife and things like that, which obviously these lenses come in handy. But I'm also doing estate agent stuff. So like, you know, today I was at a converted barn, sort of 1.2 million quid's worth, photographing, flying the drone, doing all that sort of stuff using the Pocket 3, and you know, it works really well. So the lenses I've got for the A1 and for this and everything now, I've kind of whittled down to what I really need and what I really use. And I've had lenses in the past that I just never used. So my lens lineup now is the 200-600, the 135G Master, which I use in the studio a lot because it narrows my angles down and basically allows me to use the full 3 meter background that we've got in there. The 85mm Sony, which goes on here quite nicely, and if I need it I can use it on the A1. The 35mm Sigma, the f1.2, absolutely dream lens. I absolutely love it. That and the 135G Master, They're just beautiful, beautiful lenses. And the Sigma 14 to 24 f2.8. So that gives me really good stuff for the interior shots and external shots of the houses and stuff like that. And that's all I really need. I've spent thousands over the years on the wrong lenses, and I think we all do it, especially when you get the bug of buying new kit. But now I've kind of stepped back and looked at it and thought, why am I buying stuff I don't really need? You know, I've had enough experience that I know now that you don't need to buy the newest, greatest product. Obviously, I bought the A1 when that came out relatively new, and bought this A6700. But you know, just because they release another lens doesn't mean the old lens was rubbish. They still do a really, really good job. Yes, the autofocus has got a bit more accurate and a bit quicker and whatever, and it's probably slightly sharper, but you don't necessarily always need a sharper lens. You know, sometimes having a slightly softer look is good. And in fact, a lot of the time with the 135 G Master, I actually soften my shots off anyway, because they're so sharp, it's ridiculous. It actually gives you a more clinical look, and actually makes skin and things like that so sharp and detailed that you actually want to calm it down sometimes. So it's quite interesting. The sunshine is lovely. I know I've got a black coat on, but it's just really warm on my face as well. I need to get a haircut though. I look like the fluff ball. It suddenly grows. Just need a bit more wildlife. Would be nice. Anyway, guys, I'm probably just going to stand out here for a while, but I won't bother with filming. But I'll add some pictures in if I get any good ones. A small bird's turning up. And see what I can capture. At some point I might put the Pocket 3 on one of the bird feeders or near it, so we can see what's going on. Could be quite cool. But yeah, let me know what you've been up to. Sounds like the buzzard again. Let me know what you've been up to. You've been out with the camera as much. Obviously the weather in the UK has been a bit interesting recently. It's flooded everywhere still because it's been raining again. The front of our house doesn't have a pond, but it did have yesterday. It suddenly appeared because it's so much rain. I think it's a great tit coming. Something like that. I can't believe there's only one bird though. You'd think by now there's normally a stream of them sort of coming and going. But I suppose he's got to tell his mates after he's had a bit of a free buffet, so he doesn't get pushed off. So yeah, anyway, I shall go, guys. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, little notification bell as well. Let me know what you think about the Canon lens as a thought. That lens is proper steamed up, well annoying. Yeah, anyway, I shall catch you later. See you soon.